Hello there and welcome to Genesis Models. What we have here is a kit review of the Revell Harrier GR7/9. It's 1 in 48 scale, made by, well, it's a rebox by Revell. Used to be the Hasegawa Harrier, so basically we're talking a very nice kit that's been reboxed by Revell. What you get in the box to start off with is usual Revell instructions. Give you a bit of information about the actual aircraft, the instructions. You can put the instructions together. They are, sort of clear. Sometimes you do kind of get to the stage where you're thinking, okay, Revell, what are you trying to tell me to do here? And you kind of have to maybe work it out a bit yourself. You get 3 markings to choose from. The first is the Harrier GR Mark 9, number 41 squadron. That's the one that you get on the box art. The next is a GR7, number 4 squadron, and the final one is a GR Mark 9A, number 41 squadron again. And that's that. Next up, we've got our decals. The decals, they look lovely. They look like they've been printed really nice. I have done this kit twice before, so I know these decals go on lovely. They conform nicely with micro sol and set. I think they're made by a cartographer, so I think they're like basically the best in the world, so you will have no problems with them. Next in the kit we've got the clear parts. Now this came off in the kit, so that kind of says something about packaging, but basically this part of the canopy here, we've got a seam line that goes across the middle. Is a bit of a pain, but no problem. Use the right sanding sticks and polishing, and you can just sand that out, polish it out, and you won't even notice it was there, so no problems there. I might dip this in clear. I might polish it with Tamiya polishing compounds. Kind of depends on the situation. You've got the front part of the canopy is also the same. You've got another seam line there that you've got to take care of. The rest of the clear parts look nice, and they are looking really actually rather shiny. I mean, you might get away, you probably would get away with not, dipping it in future or using compounds or anything like that. So they are nice, just the whole packaging thing that it's broken off is a bit of a pain, and that could have been a bigger issue. First sprue we've got here, we've got just a bunch of fuel tanks, sidewinder. That's a note. I know in this kit, I know in this kit all you get is 2 sidewinders, which it's one thing about Hasegawa, they don't seem to put a lot of weapons in their kits, which is a bit annoying, because then you have to go off, spend more money, buy their weapons packs to kind of beef up your aircrafts. But apart from that, I mean, the whole sprue, I mean, I haven't seen any flashy bits. I mean, looking through this, no flash. I mean, there's no sinkage anywhere. I mean, I'm not seeing any ejector pin marks in places where you're going to have to deal with. I know with this one, I mean, it is a bit tricky to kind of spray. That's the fan there, silver, and then spray the rest of the intake white. I do have, where is it? I luckily found, where is it? This is what I had from my airbrush, which holds the nozzle in, and I found that this is like an exact match to go in there, and you can nicely spray that white and have a pretty nice perfect air intake there, which makes it look good. Cockpit area, okay, it's not exactly resin, but then it's not terrible. You can make a nice cockpit with this, which brings us to, what sprue is it? I want to show you the instrument panels. Where are they gone? They're where here somewhere. Okay, we'll get to it when we get to it, but Again on this, I mean you're oh, you've got recessed panel lines on this, so you can nicely use washes to go into the panel lines and bring out a more professional look and add more weather into it. The one thing I've noticed here is, I mean, again, Revell's packaging, we've got scratches, we've got rubbing marks and all that kind of stuff. You are going to have to kind of do a quick bit of a sand, a light sand and a polish just to take them out. There's another bit there. But after building this one twice, I know it goes together nicely and there's no real issues. Again, we've got the ejector seats here. I mean, the detail on these, I mean, nice and average really. I mean, it does do the job. It's not resin, but it's not a terrible ejector seat. Landing gear looks nice. Another sidewinder, fuel tanks. Looks like the panel lines, they do conform nicely and they are consistent around the model, so there's no need to, with some models I've had where, you know, the panel lines are nice, the recessed panel lines are nice, but then you have to kind of re-scribe bits here and there. So this is nice and consistent all round. For Hasegawa, I mean, I've noticed sometimes that for some reason they do a nice kit and then all of a sudden, you know, their pylons are just raised panel lines. I mean, what comes to my head is like the F4 Phantom, they're raised panel lines on the pylons, but on here the panel lines are recessed, so they're good. Moving along. Again, we've got some more scratching and rubbing because, you know, Revell doesn't package them up nicely. But as I say, sand them, polish them, looking good. The instrument panel here is actually a nicely detailed instrument panel. And if I bring you back to the decals, right, you've got the display screens as a decal here. Well, you've got the whole instrument panel actually here as a decal. I cut out the display screens and then I decal them onto the actual piece here on the sprue, and then I paint and weather up the rest of the instrument panel, and it does add that nice extra bit of detail and it's really nice. Oh, and I also kind of like paint on a bit of clear on a bit of gloss onto the actual display screen as well, which kind of glosses that up and gives that another bit of extra texture and tones and all that stuff. But yeah, that's looking nice. But yeah, I'm not seeing any problems with this. I know there's not any problems with this, and I know all the recessed panel lines are nice. You don't have, you know, nasty sinkages, or I know you don't have any problems with the ejector pin marks being in funny places and you have to sand them out. There's like no flash at all, hardly at all going on with this. Yeah, that's it for the sprues and that. You're not going to have any problems with this kit, so if you want to buy it, it's actually a discontinued kit. Not necessarily a big problem. If you do search on, for example, say eBay, you will find this kit, but you've got to go to eBay Germany. On eBay Germany, there's loads of these kits up for sale. They're around about £20–25. If you're going to be ordering outside of Germany, you're probably looking at £10–15 postage and packaging. So all in all, you're talking like, you know, maybe £30–40 to get this kit, but it is a really nice kit. I mean, obviously if you live in Germany, you ain't gonna pay all that postage and packaging, so it'll be even cheaper for you. But apart from that, I'd really recommend this kit. It's an enjoyable kit to do. There's no major issues you're going to have with it. You're not going to be fighting with this, trying to fill in that and fill in that. You're not going to be like having to rescribe areas and whatnot because all the panel lines are a bit funny. It just will be a nice enjoyable kit. as I say, the only thing is, you know, you're going to have to like re-sand down some bits here and there where it's kind of rubbed and scratched together in the box. And you know, if you want more than just 2 sidewinders, you're going to have to go out and buy some sort of box of weapons, like a Hazagari weapons pack or something, A, B, C or D or whatever they do. But apart from that, it will be a nice build. I will be building this one as well after I've done the Lightning F2A. So look out for that on the forum in the work in progress section, and you can actually see this come together and see some final reveals. In fact, there is an actual final reveal of this model on the forum in the final reveal section, where you can see the last one I built of this. Apart from that, good build, well recommended. Hope you've enjoyed, and goodbye. Thank you.